What if I told you that you probably share a dangerous trait with one of the biggest names in music, P Diddy? It's not about the money, the fame, or even the drama. I hope so. It's something subtler but just as powerful. The P Diddy Complex. By the end of this video, you'll realize you might have more in common with him than you ever imagined. The need for control and power is something we all have. Let's start small. Think about how often we crave control in our everyday lives, from deciding what's for dinner or making the final call at work to whipping it out and slapping you with it. Most of us like being in charge. Right, get on your knees. Studies show that this need for control is deeply ingrained in us. It's a survival instinct. A study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology highlights that people with a higher desire for control often find it difficult to empathize with others. They also wear latex clothes most of the time. This isn't just about dominating people, it's about
making sure things go our way.
Whether in relationships, at work, or even in minor social interactions. Which in my case is none. Now, if we have all this instinct to some degree, where's the line between harmless control and something more sinister? When does this small need for control turn into something that starts to damage our connection with others? And, if it does, how do we justify the bad behavior in our own lives? You might be thinking,
okay, I like control, but I'd never do anything terrible to keep it.
But let's dig a little deeper. How often do we tell ourselves, it's just this one time, when we're bending the rules? Oh, I know you do when you're jerking it out on the bus. Maybe you've taken credit for someone else's work, or bent the truth in a conversation. Psychologist Albert Bandura's theory of moral disengagement shows us how we do mental gymnastics to justify these actions. When we want something badly enough, we rationalize the behaviors we normally wouldn't accept in others. Which is a big fucking flag in my opinion. Red or green, you decide. Research from Harvard University adds another layer. People are more likely to act unethically when they are drunk and horny. Feel threatened. Or when their status is on the line. It's not just celebrities. I'm looking at you, Leonardo DiCaprio. This can apply to anyone feeling pressure to achieve or maintain control. It's easy to fall into the trap of justifying these small actions, especially when they benefit us in the short term. But if we all find ways to excuse our behavior, what's to stop that spiral from turning into something much worse? Nothing. Just buy 1,000 bottles of baby oil and get it done with. But before we get to the bottles, here's the heart of it all. The P Diddy Complex. It's that dangerous blend of ambition, control and self-justification that can lead even the most successful people down a dark path. We've already seen the foundation, the need for control and the mental tricks we use to justify our actions. But the P Diddy Complex isn't just about regular ambition. It's about what happens when power and success become so consuming that the lines between right and wrong start to disappear. This complex can turn a drive for success into something more harmful, as seen with Diddy's current legal battle and allegations. But the shocking part? It's not just him. We all have the potential to slip into the same mindset. You may not be running a billion-dollar empire yet, but you're navigating the world, and sometimes the temptation to cut ethical corners is real, especially when you have 1,000 bottles of baby oil lying around. So what exactly is the P Diddy Complex? It's the dark side of ambition and control that lives in all of us. Whether we realize it or not, we're constantly battling that voice in our heads telling us to put ourselves first, to bend the rules when it suits us, and if we're not careful, that voice can lead us into dangerous territory. But if someone asked, just say you were talking to God. It's the perfect excuse. But recognizing this tendency is the first step to avoiding the worst of it. By staying self-aware and grounded in our values, we can achieve success without compromising who we are. If this video made you think twice about your 1,000 bottles of baby oil that are lying down in your basement, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into self-improvement and human behavior. Thanks for watching. Bye!